mentorship, man, essentially the process, you know what I mean? We started with 2 kids in our youth program, that's already program, and have grown that to over 200 kids. I know in our community, we don't always have that option. In Oak Cliff, Texas. Now we're in Oak Cliff, Richardson, and Plano, Texas, offering 4 different sports from ages 2 to 12. Started with $120, 3 designs, and from then we've just been able to scale. Our next stops and goals are 500 to 1,000 kids, and you know, we're trying to get to 100K, $500,000 in sales, actually profit. We don't just want the sales, we want the profit. With embarking on this journey, was looking for mentorship and kind of how to get started, and I came up with a list of people I'm gonna share that's gonna put you on free game, potentially life-changing game, career-changing, business-changing game. It's on you what you do with it. You don't want to just learn it, you actually want to apply this stuff. And yeah, I actually came up with the list, man, so we can keep focused. But so if you're trying to start a clothing brand, let's start there. Our clothing brand is what feeds and drives our business. Support youth sports. Visit us online at elitevida.com, ELITEVIDA.com. But if you're trying to go into the clothing space, the clothing apparel, and this is regarding creating custom clothing, your own designs, not just going somewhere, purchasing some material, and then turning around and flipping it, which is nothing wrong with that, but we'll call that the baby boy method. Kind of what he was doing on the back of the truck, you know what I mean? He would take stuff that was already created and then take it to people, you know what I'm saying, that potentially want to buy it, and then go from there. I'm talking about custom clothing from scratch. How do you get that done? And people that are going to put you on game on how to do it. I'm going to share a lot of game myself throughout these videos and stuff like that, but I got people that already got the game out, you know what I mean, for you. And this place is where I got some of my game. Whatever sticks to you and applies to you, let that stick. What you're able to take and apply, take that. And whatever, you don't need, let that go. Starting a clothing brand. First people you need to check out are World Envision. World Envision, man. Shout out to these 2 brothers, man. Don't know them personally. Never met none of these people. Let me throw that out. We're going to meet one day, though. Not sure who and when and how and all that. But we're going to link up, man. It's going to be epic. It's going to be elite, man. It's going to be lit. But anyways, man, World Envision, man. 2 young brothers, I believe, from New Orleans. Got a clothing brand. And they actually got a little podcast going too. So you check them out on YouTube. Go on YouTube, type in World Envision. I believe it's World, WORLD, space IN, is it VSN, Envision. You'll find them though, man. But 2 young brothers, man, doing big things in the apparel space industry. Dropping gems, dropping jewels, just giving out free game, man. So I'm gonna let you know how to get started, how they got started, how to create your brand, how to what manufacturers to use, so on and so forth. A lot of these other manufacturers are people I'm going to talk about. These people in the clothing space are going to do the same thing, but they got their own manufacturer, they got their own process, their own procedures. It's all pretty dope. So again, you got to take what applies to you and then go from there. These people can potentially help you save thousands of dollars and a lot of time not making mistakes. So World Envision, man. Shout out to them 2 young brothers. I like to meet, man. I actually want to say this too. Them 2 young brothers helped me get started with the podcast, man. They ain't the only ones, but they were probably like that final straw, motivation-wise and all that, you know what I mean, as far as just being consistent and getting it going. But anyways, that'll be on a whole nother thing, though. But next up is Hustle Ninjas. Hustle Ninjas, I believe he might be based out of the West Coast. But again, YouTube, search Hustle Ninjas. Gonna put you on a ton of game on creating designs through different softwares, through different apps. I know like Adobe and a couple other things he uses. I believe Canva and something else. But Hustle Ninja to put you on game on how to get started, what they use to get their designs going and their creative juices flowing as well. Things that they use to brand, to help get the brand out, to help sell, so on and so forth. A lot of trial and error though, man, and all this. So again, you don't necessarily got to make certain mistakes. You can learn from us and the people that's already done it. Some of the people I'm learning from as well. Another major one, probably could and should have started with them, but it is what it is. Support Black colleges, man, doing phenomenal things. Aside from just the message behind that, the gear, I need to get me some gear actually, man. Maybe they can hook me up with some gear. But I'll support though too, man. I ain't tripping on that. Support Black businesses too, or just business in general. But support Black colleges, man. Two young brothers that went to HBCU. I don't know if Justin went to Howard, but anyway, I'm assuming they went to school together. But you got Corey and Justin, man, that went to Howard. They got the Support Black Colleges brand, the hoodies and t-shirts. They're one of the reasons why we went into Chenille and why we wanted to step up our brand and our quality of what we're doing, so that we can stand behind our brand. It'll look fly, look dope, but obviously charge more, add more profit margin, but essentially put a better quality product out there. But they're one of the major motivations behind why we're in the apparel space industry anyways, for a lot of reasons. The free game that they're giving out, the trials, the things that they help me, avoid, still bump my head, along the way. That's part of the journey. But shout out to Corey and Justin. Spurgo too, man. I forgot about young Spurgo, man. I think he's up in, New York or something like that, man. Young 14-year-old kid. Check him out, Spurgo, Spergo. New York, young kid. He a teenager now. Hell, he might be getting ready to be 17, 18. But he a young man, though, man. Young brother up there that's got his own clothing line and doing major things. Add him to the list right there. I didn't have him on there, got him on there now. Spurgo, can't remember his name, his name, but the brand is Spergo, based in New York. Dope quality, dope brands. You can also see them on Earn Your Leisure. I'll talk about them a little bit later. But yeah, man, support Black colleges, man. Corey and Justin, man, shout out to them for the free game that they gave out and continue to give out about breaking through in the apparel space and how to get your brand out, how to get, brand ambassadors, how to network and, and get your product out to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Essentially let people see and touch your brand and different events that they go to, things like that. So shout out to them for that, man, for dropping that knowledge. Next door we got Dior Ray. Dior Ray, just recently found him again, YouTube search, man. I don't even think I was searching for him. Just popped up. But again, man, young brother, I think Utah, Salt Lake City, not sure where he's at, but dropping gems, man. He got his own product line. And all these product lines, man, I'm gonna get this bread right, man. I'm gonna buy something from all y'all. Y'all feel free to buy some stuff from us, man. Tap in, like, support youth sports. But Dior Ray, anyways, man, got some dope quality, man, dope quality material, clothing, and content creation. I want to shout him out too. Him, World Envision, the World Envision podcast, or the two dudes from World Envision, Earn Your Leisure. Them two dudes really, you know what I'm saying, them 3-4 people got me motivated to go ahead and get this podcast started, man. This ain't my comfort zone, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things ain't been my comfort zone, I'll say that too. But it is what it is, man. I found a way to make it comfortable, just dive out there in that water. But shout out to Dior Ray, man, for dropping gems, for dropping jewels on how to get your brand started, looking for the best manufacturers. And homie really going into depth on a lot of things, man. I like that, man. He young, but he knowledgeable and he qualified. Quality of the materials. He gonna give you game on manufacturers, how to size your stuff up, how to measure it. And he a straight shooter, man. I like that, man. He got his own flow, his own little rhyme and rhythm. But he straight shooting you about how to get your brand out there, man. How to make it, a dope quality. How to not get messed over by the manufacturers. Different gems, different jewels. And so appreciate him for that. You got Yad also, Y-A-D like dog. Young brother, not sure where he's based out of, but he's got his own clothing brand. A couple other things going. But man, just getting gems from him, man. Getting gems, getting jewels, man. Same thing you can get from him. Gonna give you game on advertising, how to market your brand. Again, manufacturers that he uses and processes that they all use. And they all have different processes that they use for vetting out their manufacturers. And that's something that you're gonna learn from just watching them. You need to be on top of that. Vet your manufacturers, just like anything else. It's just like going grocery shopping. If you're looking for, let's say, some fresh fruit, you need to be able to, you always get to test and touch it depending on where you at. My manufacturer is local, one of my distributors, so I get to go touch my stuff and go see it and go feel it or whatever. But you need to vet them. You need to really test them out and ask them questions about turnaround time and what's the cost, like total cost, like what it's going to cost to produce the garment and ship it, so that you factor all that into your pricing before you even move forward with them or give any deposits or anything like that. I know Dior, I believe, he's one of the dudes that put me on game on, man, you can do payments with these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give them all your money up front. Give them a portion to start. You can break it down into 4 or 3 payments. A third to start, you know what I mean? And they got to send pictures and communicate throughout the process through WhatsApp or Gmail or, FaceTime, all that. But they got to update you throughout the process. And then when stuff is actually done and completed, they'll send you, you send them the other third of it. And then you got the last third, I believe, to ship it. They'll go into detail on all that. But again, follow these gentlemen, these pioneers, these people dropping gems, these in the industry, the fashion and apparel space. And they're gonna let you know, man, on some do's and don'ts and how to again learn from them, man. We all got our own little story on how we became our own manufacturers, or how we found better manufacturers and all that through trial and error, or wanting to increase profit margins and improve turnaround time and all that stuff, creative flexibility. But yeah, support Black colleges, Corey and Justin. You got World Envision. And I can't remember the dude's name, man. I always do the accent, man. He be like the CEO in corner, or World Envision. But anyways, man, I'm playing. Them two young dudes, though, man, doing major things, put me on game. Hustle Ninjas, Dior, D-I, like D like dog, I-R. Yeah, D-I-I-D-I-O-R, my bad, Ray. YouTube, all this you can YouTube search. And then you got Yad, Y-A-D like dog. All these people gonna put you on game about how to get your clothing brand started, man. And I'm talking about custom. I'm talking about tags, manufacturing. If you're going screen print, if you're going embroidery, if you're doing shirts, hoodies, joggers, jackets, pants, bags, it's all kind of stuff, man. I'm gonna do an updated video on this too, probably going into detail on these dudes. And there's some badass local manufacturers I got too, man. Some people in the that are great with leather and some other things I want to tap into and help promote and get they name out there some more. YouTube mentors, man. Sometimes you can't always find the mentor that you need face to face, but YouTube University, going to YouTube essentially, man, there's a lot of information you can find out there from anything: computers, auto repair, and digital design, and creating a clothing brand, you know what I mean, if you will, creating a clothing brand. That's where I got my game from. A lot of it anyways. But now let's tap into the finance, the business, and the tax side of it. And again, you can just do a quick YouTube search. And these dudes, these people, they're gonna put you on game, man. You can either figure it out the hard way and bump your head, or you can go, research and talk to people and listen to people that have already done it, that want to give you game, that are giving out game, and go about it that way. But first stop, man. You got the biggest financial podcast. What do you want to call it? The biggest online or independent financial literacy conglomerate in the world. Is that appropriate? But anyways, man, you got Earn Your Leisure, man. Shout out to my boy Jordan Abraham, photographer, man, in Dallas, Texas based Jordan Abraham. Put me on game with Earn Your Leisure about 2 years ago. But Earn Your Leisure, man, with who is Rashad and Troy, man, they put you on game, boy. I'm talking about game. Anything you need to know about the finance world. And they ain't just on there talking about their, things that they feel, their opinions or whatever the case is. Nah, they go out there and get the real people, the real big dogs in the industry that have done it and are doing it. We talking about the Mark Cubans. Yeah, Mark Cubans. Shaq pulled up on him. They interviewed Shaq. You got the Steve Harveys of the world. Who you got, man? The list goes on and on, man. You got the Slutty Vegan Restaurant Enterprise. I've watched a ton of them. They got their own clothing line. They got their own clothing line, their own merch line. So now on top of me watching them, and they go over stocks and real estate and everything else. But anyways, definitely tuned into that clothing line brand merchandise, you know what I mean? And they're big on assets over liabilities, and that applies. That's fundamental in everything, especially business. Assets over liabilities. So shout out to Rashad and Troy for doing their thing and putting me on game and putting the world on game, our community on game, on how to elevate, man. You know what I'm saying? How to thrive so we're not just surviving. But they go over everything, and they bring in real estate moguls. I think they did Alex Rodriguez, and who else? They got some names on there, man. They've done some things. They host financial conferences, and they do all this for free. They do a lot of it for free. The gear ain't free, the conferences ain't free, but the game is free. The game is free to tune into. So you be a fool not to tune into Earn Your Leisure and Troy and Rashad. Let me grab some water, man. Your boy getting more comfortable on this camera, man. This ain't my comfort zone at all, man. I ain't the one to be in front of the camera and the photos, nothing like that, man. I'm more of a chill, sit back, you know what I'm saying? Lean back type of dude. But anyway, man, back to the finance, biz, and taxes. You got Earn Your Leisure with Rashad and Troy. YouTube search, Earn Your Leisure. Shout out to them. Assets over liabilities, man, every day, all day. You got Social Proof. I've been messing up this name for a while. Not the name of the person, but the name of, I guess the host is both hosts. But I've been messing up the name of the podcast, which is why I want to do a separate video on this. Social Proof with David Shands, I believe. I know Dave. I kept saying David never sleeps. But anyway, Social Proof is the name of the podcast. YouTube search Social Proof. They go on the game on everything. They got a dope ass morning meetup group for $1 that they'll put you on game with on everything. And it's a whole bunch of entrepreneurs, active entrepreneurs that are discussing things, you know what I mean? Discussing things and putting you on game on things to help elevate your finances, financial literacy, things that are going to help you create better habits. I believe they got a book club. I haven't joined the book club or anything yet, but I believe they got a book club also that the members go over. Again, you know, financial literacy type things and things that help strengthen your mental and your spiritual capacity so that you can operate, you know, move better and create better systems and have better people and environments around you. But shout out to David Shands and Donnie. That's the lady over there, man. He got a co-host over there. Donnie doing big things too in the business world. But Social Proof, man, doing their thing. But these are elite people that I'm dropping, man. I'm dropping elite people, lit people, people that are doing phenomenal, elite things in the community, man. These are my YouTube mentors, man. You know, some of them. But YouTube search these people. I promise you. It's gonna be some game-changing stuff in here. Watch what I say. But anyways, Social Proof, David Shands and Donnie, shout out to them. They go over everything from real estate to David has a clothing brand. Check me out. So that's two people, right? David has his own clothing brand, which helped fund his podcast and everything he's doing. But next on, we got 19 Keys, man. I just recently tapped into 19 Keys more directly as far as tuning into his content. You know, he's got his own thing. What is it? Crucial Conversations, Intellectual Conversations, something like that. But anyways, 19 Keys, man. Google 19, YouTube search 19 Keys, Google search 19 Keys. He's giving out dope-ass content, dope-ass conversations about a lot of things, man. More so on the spiritual side, you know what I'm saying, I would say. But he definitely tapped into heavily on that financial side, financial literacy side, and just the embetterment of our communities, you know what I'm saying, and what's really going to take to get there. But anyways, though, 19 Keys, man. Shout out to that young brother, man. Would like to meet him, man, and maybe do a collaboration one day. All these cats, man, on the cool, man. I'm going to meet a few of these mugs. I already know, man. I ain't even tripping. It is what it is, and it's going to be who it's going to be. But I'm going to meet a few of these dudes, man. Watch what I say. Next up, man, you got In the Vault with Ash Cash, man. Ash Cash put me on game, too, man. A lot of game. And I ain't been following a lot of it. And what I mean by that, man, he put you on game on how to do, like, I know he's a best-selling author. Got 10 books. I think he said 4 to 6 of them are best-selling, whatever the case is. That's another industry I want to tap into, or we're going to tap into with the audiobook industry. But shout out to Ash Cash, man, In the Vault with Ash Cash. And not only is he a best-selling author, he put me on game because him being a former banker, I'm not sure what his position was in the bank. I know he was a VP or something like that, something high level ranking, not just cashier level. But Ash Cash put me on game, financial literacy game, financial tips, personal practices that you need to employ as a business owner, as a man, or just as a human. You know what I'm saying? Like to manage your own personal finances, as well as, like I said, that book game, man. Like, he dropped a couple different book videos on how he's gotten his books produced. And each one has gotten, man, wisdom, full of game, gonna help you save time, money, energy. And damn gnat in here flying around. But yeah, gonna help you save time, money, and energy on this, which is what a lot of this is about, saving time, energy, and money. But gonna put you on game on how to actually get your book created. So if you're trying to get books created, if you just need financial literacy game and advice in general, You need to tune in to and YouTube search Earn Your Leisure with Troy and Rashad and Troy. Social Proof with David Shands and Donnie. Don't remember Donnie's last name, but it's a pretty young lady over there. But anyways, 19 Keys, man, intelligent young man, you know what I'm saying? I believe out of Oakland. Got roots everywhere else, I believe, but I know Oakland based, I believe. You got In the Vault with Ash Cash, ex-banker, man, you know, turned mogul, financial, you know what I'm saying, literacy guru. A lot of these dudes are. Earn Your Leisure is as well. Social Proof is as well. And that's part of that's the finance and the biz side. And real quick, I want to touch on the tax side, man. Some of my other mentors in the tax space, people that you need to YouTube and mentor, man. All these people have companies and resources and websites and services. You can watch their content on YouTube, but they also have products and services to help grow your brand, help grow you as a brand. Once if you want to tune in with them. But if you're looking for tax help, tax game, saving on your taxes, tax structure, tax law, shit, not getting in trouble with Uncle Sam. Who is this? Oh, Carlton Davis, man. YouTube search Carlton Davis. Carlton with the K. Karlton space Davis, man. And Prince Donnell. Prince Donnell. D like dog, O, 2 N's, E-double-L. Prince Donnell and Carlton Davis, man. Tax gurus. They're going to keep you out of trouble with Uncle Sam, man. They're going to help you set up your business the way you need to from the ground level up. I know Prince Donnell specializes in insurance. I'll throw that out there as well. I'm going to give you game on the insurance game and the market and how to set up generational wealth for your kids. But yeah, man, Carlton Davis and Prince Donnell, man, I keep looking at my list because I don't want to miss anybody, man. They're going to put you on game on tax structure, tax law, how to set up your company from a business standpoint. They both go into real estate. Carlton Davis goes into real estate, man, on how to set up game, how you and your girlfriend, let's say y'all get married, homie got a video out, and because me and my old lady going to do this, while y'all are not married, don't get a house when y'all married. Get a house while y'all get houses, get properties while y'all are separate. Because y'all qualify for different loans individually. Y'all qualify for loans individually. Carlton gonna put you on game on all that. Let tech expert talk to you about that. But essentially, y'all gonna get married anyway before y'all legally become married, and y'all finances and y'all's all that, you know what I'm saying, bank accounts become intertwined, credit scores, whatever. Get y'all's properties individually. Qualify individually for an FHA loan and all the other stuff he's going to put you on game about. Get y'all's a duplex, a triplex, a quad. Both of y'all have one. That way when y'all come together, y'all are 2 people that got a 4 unit. If y'all got a duplex, y'all got 4 units. Y'all don't need to live out of one. Pay rent with the other 3. Or if y'all got 3 units or 2 and 1, whatever. But y'all need to get a house or y'all need to get a duplex or a quad, qualify on y'all's own before y'all actually get married. Once y'all get married, that's when y'all get married. And y'all, that's when y'all tied. But let Carlton and Prince Donnell, man, elaborate on that, man. That is not my expertise. I am not a tax guru. But Carlton Davis and Prince Donnell are. Earn Your Leisure got a lot of stuff on there too. Let me tap back into that. Earn Your Leisure and social proof. They got some tax gurus and financial experts and banking experts and all that real estate moguls on there to tap into, man. You ain't gotta listen to me. Go check them out. And lastly, regarding the mentorship, man, creating a podcast, man. So I was not planning on doing this. I was not going to do this, but knew I had to, knew I got to. I'm going to do it, man. It is what it is, man. Whoever rocking with me, whoever rocking with the brand, whoever rocking with us, is going to rock with us. And that's something I accept and I'm cool with. Mainly though, because I ain't never been the one for photos and being in front of the camera and being hella flashy and, you know what I'm saying, I'm just me, you know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, man, this brand got to grow, we got to eat, man. And I'm big on stepping outside my comfort zone. Some things are easier said than others, but this was not easy. So shout out to all the people I just said, all you young brothers, all you people, y'all help me get out of my comfort zone to help get this started, man. So whatever we grow to, we get to 10,000, 20,000, shit, 100,000 kids in the program, shit, $80 million in profit in 2 years, you know what I'm saying, or a year, let's say that. In 2 years, man, in profit, or whatever we grow to, man, when we become this titan in the athletic apparel space industry, when we taking over your city, because we got the best youth sports programs, when we pull up to the dopest campus, most elite college campuses, a shout out to everybody I just named for help getting this started, for helping me get the podcast started, for helping me get the confidence to just go, man, to just start. Again, let me run down the list real quick, and I'll probably put a list up at the end of the video, and we'll go from there on how I can follow these people. But go to YouTube and search these people, search these industries, search these moguls, these gurus on how to get started. Whether you're trying to start a clothing brand, you're trying to get your taxes right, you want to know more about real estate, finances, your financial literacy. You got to be financially literate to know how to move your money, how to grow your money and multiply it, how to elevate and delegate. If you're trying to figure out how to put better infrastructure in your business so that you're solid as you grow, but it allows you to grow and how to scale because your infrastructure is set up correctly. And if you want to know how to start a podcast, man, David Shands, I need to throw that out. All these people, David Shands, Earn Your Leisure, they'll put you on game on start a podcast. But if you're trying to get into clothing, finances, taxes, business, podcasting, real estate, clothing, we'll start with clothing. Clothing, World Envision, Hustle Ninjas, YAD, Dior Ray, support black colleges. You got financial, businesses, taxes. You want a YouTube search, Earn Your Leisure, Social Proof, 19 Keys, Ash Cash in the vault, or in the vault with Ash Cash, in the vault, like a bank vault with Ash Cash. For taxes, Carlton Davis, Carlton with a K, Davis, and Prince Donnell. And then podcasting, all them people gonna put you on game. Do's and don'ts. Watch their nuances, watch how they move, watch how they communicate, watch how they market and kind of advertise, like a little bit of everything, man. Watch how we grow, though. We about to grow this up, man. Oh, cannot leave this out. Podcast, man, that I love. There's a lot of people doing some dope things out there. I be watching The Pivot. Watch The Pivot with Ryan Clark, Channing Crowder, I believe. Channing and I ain't almost cursed. And Fred Taylor. Watch The Pivot podcast, man, with Ryan, Channing, and Fred, man. Them dudes gonna put you on game. They got some dope ass content, dope conversations, man. Real in-depth conversations, man, on what goes on behind the scenes in the sports and business world. And with me being a sports and business major, or having a degree in sports and business management and minor, anyway, tune into them dudes, man. They putting out dope content weekly, I believe. But they're big. All those people help me get started with my podcast. So whatever we grow and we go to, pay homage, giving roses now. Appreciate them. But shout out to y'all, man. All subscribers, all love is appreciated. Y'all run us up, man. Run us up. Support youth sports. Keep these kids active, man. Ages 2 to 12 is what we specialize in. We're in Dallas, Texas, Oak Cliff based. Started with 2 kids, grew to 200 kids. We're over at 200, almost 250 now. 12 plus sports teams, 4 different sports: soccer, flag football, basketball, and volleyball right now. Ages 2 to 12. We grow our sports business with our athletic streetwear brand. Check us out, baby. We elite, we lit. It's litty. But anyways, though, started with $120, 3 designs, and we grew it from there, man. If I can do it, y'all can do it, man. That's one reason I want to put that out there. Find y'all some mentorship, get a great environment. You need a great environment externally. You need a great environment internally too, man. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta trust yourself. You gotta push yourself. To when you tired, when you shaking, you like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, or if I'm gonna do this. Push yourself, man. Go do it. If I can do this, I wasn't planning on doing none of this. We started with 2 kids, man, and then went to 10 and had a hard time managing that 10 kids. Went down, went deep and figured out some things, and went from 2 kids to now we almost at 250 kids, man. I keep saying 200 because it's a modest number, but we almost at 250 kids, man, in 3 cities: Oak Cliff, Richardson, and Plano, Texas. Ages 2 to 12, or ages pre-K through 4th grade. And it's only up from here. 500 to 1,000 kids. First we wanted to get to 100 kids. We did that a few months ago. Then we wanted to get 200 kids. Next goal is 500 kids and 1,000 kids, then 10,000. But we pushing the merch, man. The merch is the main thing, man. The merch is what's been helping us grow and thrive and not just survive. We got a college tour coming up, man. Looking for 7 of the most elite lit campuses in America. We're gonna start in the South, Texas, Louisiana, man. Those first 2 stops or states on our itinerary. We got 7 schools we're gonna pull up on though, man. We trying to see who got the most lit, the most elite culture, sports, fans, food, all that, man. Who got the best culture overall? Who got the most lit culture? We're gonna pull up on you. We trying to see who got the most lit athletes, the most elite athletes. We're gonna pull up on you. We're gonna do our pop-up shop thing. We're gonna bring the music, the food. It's gonna be a whole vibe, man. Whole little cultural thing. Looking forward to seeing you soon. If your campus is the most elite, you got the most best fans, the most elite lit food, campus sports, leave a comment in the box, man. Drop a comment so we know. Contact us, man, so we can do it real big at your school. That's the plan. And I appreciate the love, man. Like, share, subscribe. Run us up, man. We trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, man. We get to 10,000 subscribers, we gonna do some things, man, for these kids. At the end of the day, man, it's all about these kids, man. You know, support youth sports. Each sale helps grow and support our youth sports programs that we have. Started with 2 kids, now we're at over 200. Started in 1 city, now we're in 3 cities, you know. And we started with 3 merch, 3 ideas, 3 hoodies with $120. And from there, we were able to scale it up. And it's only up from here, man. Our goal is to get to 500 kids and then 1,000 kids, and then 10,000 kids and so on and so forth. And we about to be the new Nike in here, baby. I ain't gonna do too much more name dropping, but we about to be titans in this athletic streetwear space. But yeah, man, like, share, subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms, E-League Sports.